Benson. The question is, in a couple of lines, tell us, how did you get into international arbitration as a career?
Well, I started doing construction disputes, and that was when construction arbitration clauses are very typical in standard form. And I also started the Chartered City Arbitrators and Singapore City Arbitrators international entry course.
I fell into arbitration by accident. I never started out wanting to be a lawyer. I did an internship with Sherman almost 2 decades ago now. I found the work fascinating, and the rest is history.
I'm the cause of today, I think. I also, I think, fell into arbitration. I met this person called Paul Tan at a meal. He convinced me to join arbitration and construction in Raja and Tan. You will know that Paul is no longer in arbitration and construction in Raja and Tan.
Thanks for the update, Hui Min.
For me, I started doing Chinese arbitration work because of my language abilities. So since then I've been doing quite a few of those.
I was very interested in public international law. It was actually at a public international law class at Columbia that I met Samuel Leong for the first time ever. I heard that voice and I was like, that guy is from Singapore, Malaysia, let's talk after. But when I found out about arbitration, it was one of the ways in which I could still practice a little bit of public international law in the field of investor-state arbitration. So that's how I got into it. I shall skip this.
Oh, yes, that's right. Then Monisha?
I fell into it by accident. I speak French, and my senior did not know how to pronounce travaux préparatoires properly. So I was there to say it for her to the client.
Paul?
So the original sin, I think, lies with the current Chief Justice, who was the reason why I started on this track.
That's a very high place. Okay, so I'm going to skip because I answer it later. Sergio? How? Yeah.
Yes, I work at this firm since I was at the law school. So basically I do international arbitration since I started my career, but I think that I created a stronger ties with international arbitration when I stayed 2 years in the US, and then I connected with a lot of people in this international arbitration world. And that's where it always started stronger, I think.
I've always wanted to be a dispute resolution lawyer, so I guess international arbitration was a natural part of it, and I guess I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to get into it at my firm.
Great.
So similar to Li Jing, I also participated in the Vismut in Vienna. Also, one of the reasons was because we got a free trip to Vienna, but it was the best decision of my life.
Great.
So when I applied for pupillage, I applied to do construction law. And when I showed up on day one, HR told me that the construction practice then merged with the international arbitration practice to form the IACP department that Dave is now a part of. So that's how I ended up in international arbitration.
Great.
I started my career doing Chinese arbitration and litigation. I happened to have an opportunity to join the YSIAC Congress in Singapore in 2012. And so in 2013, I fly to Singapore and joined YSIAC as a counsel.
Yeah, I remember. I've been working at late nights at the secretary with you, Vicky. So that's a good good story. Varathon.
Hi, for me, no one did like at that time for international arbitration. My ex-boss assigned me to do the firm to co-counsel with Jimmy Yim and the Wonder Singh without any knowledge about international arbitration at all.
Unlike Legion and Charlene, I did the Jessup mode. So all I wanted to do was to become a litigator. And I only wanted to do court litigation. I joined one partnership, was told that's not a choice because we have a lot of arbitration cases. Eventually, I grew to like international arbitration too.
We are grateful for that, Wendy. And Zach, last but not least.
All right, thank you. So I was also a product of the Vismoot. I started the Vismoot team at my law school a very, very long time ago. I have been with it ever since. In my third year of law school, I was the coach of the team. And then I continued, went straight into arbitration when I started my career, and have continued with both the Vismoot and the FDI moot for many years, and I love every part of it.
Perfect. So some common threads coming up. So thanks very much, guys.